If you want average looking women, then this video is not for you. In this video, I'll be going over the 4 techniques needed to attract the 9s and 10s. Principle number 1 is you have to stop pedestalizing them. Now, this applies to most women, but when it comes to very attractive women, it applies even more. The reason being is attractive women live a completely different life than you. The majority of them, since they were very young, have been pedestalized by men their entire lives. Everyone had a crush on her in high school. When she applied for jobs, guys were being overly nice to them. When they go to gas stations, they get hit on and people try to buy them gas. The more attractive a woman, the more repulsed she is by your over interest in her. And I know you've heard girls say that they do like interest, and the truth is that they do, but most men give way too much way too early, and hot girls have the strongest radar for this. So the moment you're giving too much, they will instantly be repulsed and push you away, because on a biological level they think, wait, why is this guy so desperate for me? He doesn't even know me. And also you're signaling to them that you think their value is just in sex, because you really don't even know the girl, but for some reason you're pedestalizing her off her looks, which is a confession that you are objectifying her. Now, practically speaking, to stop pedestalizing a woman means you need to stop showering her with compliments, always trying to seek rapport and commonalities through conversation, and investing too much too early, whether it's texting, whether it's revealing deep conversation about yourself. You want to take it more chill. Now, a lot of what I said are things you don't want to do, but something you want to do is tease them more. The higher up a woman feels, the lower you need to make her feel. Yeah, it sounds manipulative, but I didn't make these rules, and I wish this wasn't the case, but this is just how it works. Either you play the game or you get played by the game. When I say tease the girl, I do not mean to just insult her. You never want to insult a girl, because they will see right through that, and they'll know that you're trying to just provoke a reaction. Teasing has to come off natural and playful. All teasing really is just making a joke about the girl, and all a joke is just either exaggerating a frame or misinterpreting it. This is what constitutes a joke, and if you can somehow do these things and like throw it at the girl, now you're teasing her. The goal is to tease her as much as you want. Basically, you should be doing it more than you think. Whatever you think is the right amount, you probably got to do 20% to 40% more than that. She should be laughing a lot. I've heard it so many times that all a girl really wants is a guy that can make her laugh. But this begs the question, because some of you guys do make girls laugh, but they still don't want you sexually. That's because you probably don't do the next point, which is DHVs. Now, this is a very advanced topic, and I don't expect a lot of you guys to grasp it. But for those who are ready, a DHV is a display of high value. This essentially means that you are indirectly showing your value to the girl. Indirectly is the key word here, because if you start to directly show your value all in her face, now you're just bragging and boasting, and you come off high ego and insecure, which is another problem that girls I've talked to told me about. They would always tell me that the guys they would go on a date with would try to like buy them over with presents and say things along the lines of, we should go shopping, I'll get you whatever you want, because they think that the money will somehow attract her, which is just not true at all. Now, with that being said, there's nothing wrong with indirectly showing her your high value traits, such as the money you have. For example, if I went on a date with a girl and she came over at some point, she will see my penthouse and she will see how nice my place looks. I'm indirectly showing her that I am financially capable. And I also have these 2 cute cats, which I don't know if this one's in the picture, but he's right there if he's not in the picture. And this indirectly shows that I can take care of something and I have like a warm side of me. And that fatherly, take care of, protector kind of gene, that is a high value trait in women. Me being very lean, you could see my bicep vein, it's another high value trait because it shows my health is really good and I have a lot of discipline, which means I could probably protect her, I could probably provide for her, and I'm probably doing well in other areas of my life too. But all these things I said are indirect displays of high value. I'm not showing them to her face, hey, look at my arm. So you need to ask yourself, how can you start to demonstrate your value more to the girls you speak with on an indirect manner? The things I just stated, for example, could be slipped into a conversation subtly. Yeah, what you got going on for the rest of your day? Oh, I'm gonna go do my nails and then Pilates. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta go home and I gotta feed my cats because they've been acting up recently. Oh, you have cats? Really? It's a Bengal and a Maine Coon. I just got them recently because I moved into a bigger apartment, so I was like, okay, I might as well get these cats. I've always wanted them. Right there, I just slipped in a few DHVs, talking about the cats, talking about the fact that I got a new apartment, right? And also, this is very subtle, but just the way I speak with the eye contact, the smiling, the tonality, my confidence, my demeanor, the positive attitude. It shows her that I'm confident, happy, and willing, and basically my life is going good. These are all DHVs. The more you can stack DHVs, the more you're gonna get her attracted to you, because very attractive women, they're not just gonna settle for any regular dude. You need to be high value in her eyes. Dare I say, you need to be more valuable than what she finds herself. Her ideal is a partner that outdoes her on every domain that she's currently trying to improve in. So if a girl's really into fitness and you're in bed better shape than her, that's amazing. If a girl really likes money and business and you have more money and a stronger business than her, that's amazing. If a girl is really intellectual and you're smarter than her and you just have like more life experience, that's amazing. And for the final point, this one is something I never hear you guys talk about, but it's playing the long game. The more high quality a woman, the more self-respect she has, and thus the more boundaries she has and the more discipline she has to not just let every guy fuck her. Because if she were to let every guy fuck her, she wouldn't be so high quality. She would probably be like riddled with trauma and just feeling like shit all the time because she doesn't sleep, and obviously it just wouldn't go well for her. Now what this means is that for a lot of attractive women, you need to put more in to get her to commit either sexually or seriously or whatever is your goal you have with this girl, which means you might have to play the long game at times, and that's totally fine. You need to have patience because being eager is a sign of low value and desperation. Your mindset should be, I don't care when we date, I don't care when we have sex, I don't care when blank. All I know is I'm gonna make the right chess move once it's my turn. And if it takes 10 years for us to date, I don't really care because my life is going so good meanwhile, and I have an abundance of options anyways. If you have this mindset, you will succeed with the most attractive women because most men just don't have that mindset, and instead they get so eager and desperate and like jealous of the girl, and they're trying to rush things and then they scare her away. Remember, it's a long-term chess game with these women, and the more attractive a woman, the more you want to put your time into each move and have a sense of like, if you lose, it's not a big fucking deal. It's not. You guys can't be so attached to the outcome. Instead, be attached to your behaviors and yourself and your self-respect as a man, because if you get really in love with how you carry yourself, then that can be the constant throughout your life, and it's going to lead to a lot of fulfillment. And really, that is how you become the dream man, which is the only way that you're going to get that dream woman. And if you're really struggling to get that dream woman and you want to work with me one-on-one to level up your dating life, your mindset, and your confidence, then link is in my description to apply to work with me. That's all for this video, guys. Have a great day. Peace.